Why? Ugh. Alright, it's been a week since my last video. I want to keep this thing kind of continuous, except for next week I'll be in Hawaii, so I'm going to try to make up for it. I'll try to upload a video by Sunday. So I'm going to do a quick update since I have nothing else to talk about. I have something new, but it's not quite new, but I want to talk about it anyways. Right here we're in front of my 20 gallon. This is a UNS 60. A lot of people ask what are these hanging light kits. This is a UNS hanging light kit with the RGB Titan. So everything's doing well, right? You got the buse growing well, you got the hydrocotyl growing well. All the fish are right there. They're still alive. Except for this right here. The Staragani repens right here. It's not doing too well because I think the snails that are in here are eating the crap out of it. And that just sucks. So I'm gonna have to pull it out, replace it with something else. Probably Dwarf Hairgrass or something, as you can see there. There, little tiny guy right there. There is a crystal red shrimp. Just another tank. This is the office right here. Huge shout out to CMPI82 for a $2 super chat that he gave me at Aquascaping. Shout out to Lizzie for giving me the awesome cool poster. Speaking of Lizzie, her dad gave me some sphagnum moss to put in my turtle tank to drop the pH and everything. I kept it over there at that window for nearly a month. When I tried to break it out, I found the sphagnum moss. I mean, it was covered in Ziploc, in a Ziploc bag, so there was no air going in. I noticed a tail. I thought it was a snake or something, but upon further inspection, it was a salamander. And within, I want to say 10 minutes, I built this thing for him. So you guys may be wondering, you put a lot of soil there. It's probably less than 2 pounds of soil. I actually put 2 giant blocks of styrofoam. You actually see some of it right there. It's 2 giant blocks that reaches all the way up here. It's a trick that a lot of aquascapers use just to fill things up. And I wanted it that high because I wanted the water to go through there and have a little waterfall coming out, but you need the water to be all the way up here, so that wasn't gonna work at all. So right here you can see I built a little ravine for him right there. There are some aquatic snails. I've been feeding him springtails, and he's not gonna come out for us at all. I'm gonna try to get some B-roll for him, but as you can see, I just love this little thing. It's right next to my Wabikusa and my little terrarium thing there. This is where I watch TV, just like that. Excuse the mess. I'm going to Hawaii, so I've been trying to pack things up. But yeah, very cool little guy in there. I think it's a red-tailed salamander. I want to go downstairs and take a look at the turtle tank. All right, the turtle tank. First off, I want to let you guys know how I heat this whole bottom section. Someone had cut a hole in the ducting right here, the air vents, and it just comes straight down. There's another hole over here that blows out hot air. And then I use these things. There's still fake blood on this from my membership video. I kind of put it right there because I'm cheap and I can't afford the glass thing because I think it's like $100 something for this glass top. And so when the air comes down, it just shoos it away and onto the betta section over there. But we're talking about the turtle tank, not the betta tank. And so you can see the dwarf aquarium lily finally took off, right? This is like, it grows, I swear, a new one every 2 days. So there's another one coming up there. Is there a tiger lotus or aquarium lily? It's one of those. Hornwort's right there, just sitting right there. This is where I just stack up all the sphagnum moss. And we'll come down here and take a look. There are the Buenos Aires tetras. I don't know why they're hiding. They're usually not shy at all. All the neon tetras. And then we have the turtle. So let's talk about her. Alright, so we haven't visited the turtle in quite some time. I made probably, 7 videos by the time I made my last turtle video. So we're gonna go take a look at her now. She's still the same. I'm gonna grab her. Now, they don't really like being handled much, but I'm gonna show you guys something here. You can see right there on her lip right there, she has a little white spot still. Hasn't grown any more in size than the last time I showed it to you guys. but I believe it's some kind of abscess or something. I'm probably gonna take her to the vet by the time I get back from Hawaii. Today is Tuesday. I won't be back from Hawaii from like 2 weeks from now. But as you can see, she is looking good. She's been eating so much. Just such a fascinating animal to look at. I love the bottom here. Her thick, thick thighs. Love it. Lots of character. And I don't think she minds. Look at this. What is her name? I believe her name is Maddie. I really haven't just picked it, but every now and then I do call her Maddie, so I guess it just sticks. The other option was doesn't Mata. A lot of you viewers came up with all these names, so thank you whoever came up with Maddie. I think it's awesome. I'm gonna put her back in the water now and have her just chill. She doesn't eat in the morning or afternoon. She only eats at night. She's very, very picky. I want to go to the 20 gallon over there and take a look at a very, very special fish that I never knew existed. All right, as you can see, this tank has so many lights on it. There's 4 freaking lights on there. That's because I want this carpet to grow faster. Dwarf Hairgrass that I have in this tank was really, really weak to begin with. It was in a tissue culture, and the tissue culture was like rotting away, and it was like the only one I had left, so I did just plant it. I think it's finally coming back. A lot of it just kind of looked like this to begin with. And you can see it's a big difference. Here's that cool looking betta that everyone loves. And yeah, this tank's just going through its phases, so I guess. I just have all these lights kind of left over, and I just put them all on here. These are kind of cool because I got them for $13 each, the Aqua Neats. Now this tank is a big difference. This tank's actually been set up a lot longer than the other tank. This is Monte Carlo. I got both those lights on here. As you can see, it's filling in a lot better. But I put this sponge filter in here because sometimes the CO2 system gases off a little bit faster, and sometimes when I'm away, I don't want it to gas off too much, so I did put it in there. It's kind of productive, but that's where I am right now. So just so ugly. Let me take it out of the tank, and this should be over here. This is just for them to, I think this is Ricardia. It's just for the shrimp to graze on. Everything else is kind of getting like that diatom look. And my favorite angle is, of course, as I always say, this angle right here, because it looks like a little mountain. And once everything fills out a lot more, it's gonna look quite good. Down here, let me see, we got a cool looking cherry shrimp. This is just a hodgepodge of everything I had. It's just thrown into a tank. Just want to get the setup for the guppies. And they are producing. You can see little guppies there. And the shrimp haven't produced yet, but there are a lot of snails in here. That hornwort is growing out of control. And this tank is probably the ugliest tank I have, but I kind of like it. It's just so jungly. Like I just literally threw everything in there. All right, on to this tank. Nothing has changed, obviously. These guys are making a mess because the rocks aren't stacked as well as this part right here. So the Corydoras just brings all that crud up to the front right there. And every time I do a water change, I have to pick that up and put it back over. But there are the Corydoras. The creeping Charlie or whatever, Jenny, has not taken off yet. Like, I don't understand what's going on. The Bucephalandra came back a little bit. This part hasn't, but that part in the back has. Growing a little bit algae in the back there. The Bacopa's actually taking off. Let me see, the Amazon sword for sure. That's because I put the easy root tabs there. Everything else is just kind of taking off pretty slowly. Yeah, everyone's alive, everyone looking good. But let's talk about this tank. So this is my 20 long. You guys may have seen it before, but I never really get in depth into it. The fish I want to show you guys is nowhere to be found. I think I see one of them all the way in the back there. They're really shy. I put the DJI Osmo in there just to get some underwater footage, and he's gone. But luckily I took some pictures and I took some video yesterday, so I'll show it to you guys. And it is the Longtail Panda Cory. Now, Panda Corys always come in like really tiny when they come in aquarium co-op, and when I see my other stores are pretty tiny. This one was no exception, but when I saw them, I was like, that from far away, they were like really big. And when I got closer, I just noticed the tail and the dorsal was super long, and they were pretty pricey. I think they were $7.99 or $6.99 or something like that. I forgot. It's probably like 2 weeks since I got them. I'd never taken a picture of them before. I do have a lot of videos of the old original common Panda Cory, but none of these new guys. And these new guys are absolutely fascinating to watch. Their tails are just, I don't know, just something about it. And I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me too that they are awesome. Alright guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys tune in on maybe Saturday or Sunday for a live stream, because I'm not sure what else I can shoot around here, because I showed you guys pretty much everything that I got so far. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. Eat your vegetables, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.